So you just started a digital marketing agency, you're very excited, you're looking to get your first 10 clients, make $10,000, and you spend $3,000 on a course just to get started. So in this video, I'm going to give you one tip that I use to get 10 clients in 1 week. You know what I mean? I know right now you're very disappointed. You are sending email, cold email, nobody's responding to it. You're making cold calls, nobody's responding to it. And you're running digital ads, you're not getting no result. I mean, that was the same thing I went through before I discovered this one secret. You know what I mean? When I started back in 2018, I spent almost 6 months before I signed my first clients, and I tried everything. I did door-to-door sales. I did direct mailing. I did like a digital ads, all kind of stuff, but it didn't work. You know what I mean? So one of the solutions I'm gonna give you here, you're gonna actually be surprised because not a lot of people think about it. You know what I mean? So one time I was driving around Syracuse, New York. You know what I mean? So I was so disappointed, so depressed, and I was thinking about quitting. You know what I mean? So I saw this one sign on the side of the road says, I'll pay cash for your houses. You know, if you live in America, you're familiar with these signs. It's like everywhere on the road you're gonna see the signs, people trying to buy your house for cash. You know what I mean? So I was like, anyway, I'm about to give up. I've tried everything, it's not working. What if I take that sign and actually write digital marketing for your business and put my phone number? Maybe you can call me. You know what I mean? So what I realized is most people who owns businesses, especially if you're targeting local businesses, they're not on the internet, they're not on Facebook, and they're not on Instagram or TikTok. You're not gonna really meet them over there. So you need to find a way to create something that's gonna be in front of their face. So what I did is I went and looked at the data in the county in Syracuse, New York, and then figured out where those people whose business live, where there's the rich neighborhoods around there. So I went and ordered 10 signs. You know what I mean? After I ordered 10 signs, I put them in that neighborhood where the business owner live. Guess what? At the first day, I started getting mad calls coming in. People start calling. Now, I went from chasing the clients to the clients start chasing me. You know what I mean? The conversion rate is a little bit lower, you know what I mean? But it's actually better. So you get about 30% conversion rates. Every 100 people who calls you, 30 people are gonna convert. In the first week, I converted about 10 people, and I was already at $10,000 just in 1 week from the signs. You know what I mean? So usually when you're running a business, what you need to understand with digital marketing, depending who you're targeting, you have first to understand one thing, which is where the clients live, who is the clients, you know what I mean, and what they do. So that's the 3 things you need to understand when you're looking for target audience: what they do, where they live, and who they are. Then once you understand that, then you have to position your ad in the location where those guys they live. You know what I mean? And the signs, I find them very good when you're targeting local businesses, because you can put a sign right in front of somebody's doorway. So every time they drive from work or from the house to their businesses, they see your sign. So they may be in a bad mood, they may not see your sign, but they may be in a good mood tomorrow. They may see your sign, or they may be disappointed with their business, no revenue. Then they're thinking about getting the marketing, or they may not even be thinking about marketing. But when they see your sign, they're like, wait a minute, my business is not doing that great. Maybe if I get that sign, maybe if I call this guy, it can help me up, increase my revenue. So what you have to understand in digital marketing is the keyword in digital marketing is 10 clients. You need to get to $10,000 as soon as possible, because once you get $10,000, then you can become an entrepreneur. You can start outsourcing your services. You can start paying people to do your work, so you don't have to do the work every day by yourself. You know what I mean? I spent 6 months doing door-to-door sale every day. You know what I mean? This was very ridiculous, but it didn't work. I only signed one person within the 6 months doing door-to-door sale, because business owner don't spend their time at the businesses. If you go to the businesses, only the manager who are there. You know what I mean? And most managers, they don't have no decisions. They don't have a power to make the decision to hire you. You have to look for the business owner. And how do you get them? You have to figure out where they live, and then have to put the signs in those neighborhoods where they live. And if they see your sign, they may call you. Maybe they're disappointed with the revenue of their business, and they may look to call you to actually help them increase the revenue. And that's how I signed 10 clients in 1 week, and I went from $2,000 a month to $10,000 a month in just 1 week with just one hack.